The topic I have chosen to research is Neo-Malthusian. Neo-Malthusianism as a belief is that population on our Earth is increasing to the point of overpopulation or carrying capacity. This means that certain limitations or birth control laws should be in place to help slow or even stop overpopulation. A Neo-Malthusian as a person is simply a person that believes in the theory of overpopulation and the original beliefs of Thomas Robert Malthus. According to the Concise Encyclopedia of Economics, Thomas Malthus studied many different aspects of population growth. He accumulated figures on births, deaths, age of marriage and childbearing, as well as economic factors contributing to longevity. Studies were that of relation between food supply and population. He found that while food supply increases arithmetically, population increases at a faster, more geometric rate. Malthus believed that people could try to increase food production, but it would be a slow and hard process. He believed that the best way to combat overpopulation was by quote-unquote attacking population growth itself. This can be done through marrying at an older age and the use of contraceptives. Because of the fear and reality of overpopulation, certain countries have taken acts to combat it. For example, China has enacted birth control laws to help limit population growth. This policy says that families can only have one child and was made by the Communist Party in China during the 1980s when there was a food shortage that eventually led to famine. According to Chinese Health Ministry, doctors have performed upwards of 330 million abortions and 196 million sterilizations since 1971. Another example is India and their wide use of contraceptives. Women in India don't have a large say in how many children they have, which is why the spread of contraceptives is happening. According to the cultural landscape, countries like India do not face an immediate threat by overpopulation. However, it does threaten areas within sub-Saharan Africa. In the book, Sub-Saharan Africa was not said to be one of the world's population concentrations, but it instead states that based on the area's population and the amount of resources available, the area may soon become unsuitable. The rapid rise in population growth in this area makes the region unable to support so many people. Because more food will be needed, fields will begin to deteriorate, which leads for the need for further work. This will further extend the working day for women, which may cause them to regard having another child. The book goes on to talk about how the world can support a relatively high amount of people, but may support more or less people in certain areas based on the available resources. According to page 58 of the book, one way to slow population growth is through education and healthcare. This allows more women to attend school and stay in school longer. They can learn better employment skills to help provide themselves with more economic stability. With more education, women could better understand the reproductive rights and choose more effective methods of contraception. By improving healthcare, infant mortality rate would decrease through programs as improved prenatal care, counseling about STDs, and child immunization. With the survival of more infants, women would likely choose to use contraceptives to limit the number of children they have. To review, a Neo-Malthusian is a person that believes that overpopulation is becoming an increasingly large problem and that certain actions should be taken to slow the process. The beliefs of Neo-Malthusians comes from Thomas Robert Malthus, who found that while food supply increases at an arithmetic rate, population increases at a faster, more geometric rate. Actions that are being taken can be found in countries like China and India. 3 methods that are being used to slow population growth is the one-child law in China, the wide use of contraceptions in India, and the further advancement of healthcare, more effective methods of contraception in countries like India. The rate of infant mortality would also decrease through programs such as counseling and child immunization.